Hello and welcome to Top of the World. Little job I've got to do today. I've had this for several months now, so this failed, stopped, broke, kaput, end of months ago. I don't know, September, October. Anyway, so it's a man that lives across the road. I'd consider him a friend. This is what he uses for his potatoes, for his potato land. Really important potatoes here, otherwise you'll starve. Anyway, stopped working. It's old. It's got no spark. Now I had it apart briefly on his drive, just because I thought it was a simple fix. No, it's more complex than that. So anyway, I brought it with me. That was last September, I think. And well, I was putting these pellets down. Yeah, it was about September. Anyway, irrelevant. I've got to dig into this today. It's 4 horsepower Briggs Stratton, right? Everything's standard on it. It's a standard Briggs Stratton carburetor engine that works. But with no spark. So I've put it here on a separate table as opposed to putting it on my main bench. Because I've got a feeling I've got to take this apart and then all the parts. And I don't need this in my way. It's too cold to go out logging today, which is what we should be doing. It was minus 26 when I opened the door this morning. So we can't go out at minus 26. Well, we went out to take the dog out. So I thought I would crack into this and see what parts I need. So I put it on the smaller table so it's not in my way. And it's easier for me to lift, albeit my back is not good today, than on the main table. And I've got a hoist in the other shop. And not anyway. Right, I think we're going to dig into this. Firstly, what I want to do is make sure that the earthing is being released so that it's not effectively in the switched off position the whole time, which would cancel the spark. Once we've been through that, I'm going to remove the spark plug and then put a battery driver on the flywheel and test to see if we've got any spark under speed without compression. Right, that's dead. Okay, that means it has points and a condenser in there. So we're not quite sure what's failed at this point. Okay. Or modern. You can get a conversion kit for this to do away with the points and condenser, but that should all come off in one piece. Yes, it does. Okay. That was kind of wrapped around there like that, and that sits in that groove. Take the spring off of that. Don't lose that. Now we don't know what that points gap was, but I do know the points gap they're so bad. Even though I cleaned them up, they're so bad. Right, so in traditional filming style, as if by magic, then I wonder when I started this whether I had a beard or not. Anyway, I've got a new one. I've got new parts. All new parts for this machine. So, let's put it back together. Maybe we should tighten that up first. So again, yep, happy with that. Check the crank rotation. Yep, okay. That's that and that. Okay, so what's interesting about this? That's got to go down inside there. Looks like we're left to our own devices to deal with this. So before we put that on, we're going to need a protective cap. So we're going to need to get this old one off of here. Right, that's also got to put this plate on at the same time, right? This plate goes behind that. These both have to go back through that hole. In that spring, which seems excessively strong. Okay, that's both of those in there. Then they both go out through there. And then this one has to come all the way back down there. And that clips into there. Install our cover. Like so. this goop around these wires to seal it back up as good as it was. But we use an instant gasket to reseal that. I don't know what they used originally from the factory, but this is what we're using to reseal it. Okay, now I think we can put the flywheel back on. I'm a bit concerned that that wire stays where it should do. Put the earth wire back in its little clip station. It's connected. That's not gone well. It's better to put the keyway in afterwards. Okay, that's that in. That's that on. Right, now I'm going to make an assumption here, and that's always a bad thing, that this gap's also 20 thousandths, but I'm not, you know what, before I make that assumption, let me just go and check the gap on that. Okay, coil gap. There's some conflict. There is. So we're going to set it to 12 thousandths. Okay, checked and rechecked our gaps. We've cleaned the spark plug, so we should get a spark. Oh, we're sparking, but not on the gap. Does that mean that gap is too big on the spark plug? Oh yeah, okay. Okay, let's solve that problem. So, do I know which one of those components it was? No, I don't, but I'm suspecting it was the coil, because I couldn't get any aimage or joy out of the coil, but I've replaced obviously the condenser and the points as a matter of course. Again, the points are set to 20 thou, and I've set this, I can actually get 20 thou in there, but it's slightly less. It's about 16 thou. Well, I can't actually get that all the way in there for that gap. Or a credit card, depending what GSM it is, of course. Not credit card, business card, you know, piece of card, thin piece of card. Right, we can probably put the plug back in now then. Yeah, that's all right. That's fresh fuel, that is. Check which way is off. It's choked. Nice. There we go. Smells lovely. There we go, finished. What I might just do while we're at it is just check the oil. Right, that's that job done then. That'll please him. So that's Briggs Stratton 5 horsepower engine. New condenser, new points, new coil, plenty of spark, starts. I suspect it was the coil, like I say, but I've changed everything now and it'll be good. And it can get back on music. So it was a interesting little job. Where did I get the parts from? Would you believe me if I told you the Jungle Company? That's where I got the parts from. Thanks for joining me today. If you like the content, give it a thumbs up. Subscribe, of course, if you're not already and you like the content. We'll catch you on the next one. Bye for now.